So, Big Brother 4, a disappointment, and I'm really hoping that Big Brother isn't going to be following the route of Top Shot, but it kind of is because, like with Top Shot, I'm liking the odd number seasons more than the even ones, and the third season is the one I like the most, and 4 is the one I'm probably going to watch the least again. What's up? And I don't like the second and fourth seasons for basically the same reasons. It's funny. Okay. Enough comparison. Let's jump into my thoughts. I'll try and keep it brief. Now, I have to admit, this season was interesting. It had a pretty interesting twist that had all kinds of different relations with the cast, although the numbering of like the X's and then the cast, making it an 8 to 5 ratio, that doesn't totally make that much sense if you ask me. And at first when they came in though, I didn't really like them and I wanted them gone, but as time went on, I began to really begin to like a couple of them more, so that was pretty helpful. We had great characters in here, even if I didn't like all of them. Allison, Justin, Robert, Erica, Jack, Robert, to a degree, G, Scott, even though he got booted, David. So it was pretty awesome to get more characters, but the problem is, I felt like in this season, the major characters were getting booted off a lot more early due to all of the roller coaster of control, going from X's, original alliance, original usurpers of the original X's, not X's, the girls, X, floaters, winners of floater, just kind of drove me crazy, but that did help the season, because let me tell you, this season up until the end was very interesting to watch, even if it didn't always work out in my favor. I think that basically sums most of it up, so let's get into a couple flaws here that really sink the season. Having the power of veto when there's 4 people, I don't like that, because, the thing veto has always seemed like to me is that, people have the option, whether they're on the block or not, to get the power of veto, then take a nominee or themselves off the block, and then the head of household nominates a replacement nominee. Now, I think that works all the way to 5 perfectly, because, yes, even if, though, when there's 5, someone not on the block can get the power of veto and ensure that they are protected, take someone off the block, which leaves only one person for the head of household to nominate, but that's still several variables. If there's 4 people, if the person who is nominated gets the power of veto and can save themselves, they are going to save themselves, and I think most often vote for the person that replaces them, as what happened here. So I'm not a fan of that, and what I really hate is that I'm coming from a biased opinion, because had Erica or Robert won that Final 4 veto, I wouldn't be complaining at all. But that just sinks. Yeah, that was basically the downfall of the season. Right there, Allison pulling those wins from her belt, getting rid of Erica, and then totally ignoring Robert, and then taking June, who she didn't really have a chance, and Robert, I mean, for crying out loud, he would have won, but it would have been closer. Come on, is she not thinking? Jeez. Yeah. So, like with, if you saw this video of mine, well, I talk about Endurance High Sierras. This season, even though it did have setbacks that get me, oh man, was interesting all the way until the end, and then it wasn't interesting. Once Robert left, I did a first when watching reality shows. I skipped. Now. I have been known when watching reality shows to skip past stuff that I don't think I need to see, or it's just repeats, like past seasons of Big Brother. I skipped the flashbacks for season 1. I skipped the jury deliberation in season 2 because I didn't want to hear that. I have skipped past several jury speeches on Survivor. Hell's Kitchen, I've gone through some archival footage that I don't need to see and all that just so stuff can happen. But this season, I did a first. Once Robert got eliminated, there were 2 episodes left. Once I was done watching the episode where he was eliminated, thankfully he was eliminated only 6 or 7 minutes before it was over, I turned the video off, I pulled up Wikipedia, I typed in Big Brother 4, and I looked up who won. I didn't care. Even Survivor Marquesas and Survivor Thailand or other seasons of Survivor that I knew the winner to, I never did that. I watched it all the way through. I never looked up who won, because I was still engaged, even if I knew the results. Here, I didn't know the results, but I didn't care. June won, I go, whatever. Allison wins, whatever. Yeah. So, it was a good season, but then we get to the end, and the final 2 sucks. So what do I hate about them the most? Mainly their strategy, just floating and then knocking everyone off and all that. And now, you can be a floater and I can like you. Floating can work to your advantage. Survivor has proven that to me constantly, but it depends on the who and what you do. Here, I don't like the who, nor do I many times in Survivor. Fabio, Amber to a degree, Sandra in HVV, sorry, and I did like her per Islands, but just... Yeah, I think I've summed it up, so, man. Had Erica, Robert won that veto, Erica won the final 4 out of Household, Robert tried more, just all kinds of different variables where just one thing had to change. Well, I summed it up, but the good news is I'm watching Big Brother Season 5, and so far I'm really engaged. I'm 5 episodes in only, yeah. But that's still continuing with the odd seasons I'm liking. Just... What, are we getting the reverse Star Trek movie thing? Oh wait, that's been disproven, sorry. Bye.